from Speak English with Joy. Hey, English learners, welcome back to the English Leap podcast, your cozy little place to learn easy English through real, everyday conversations. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake, professionally curious about everyone's daily routine, including my own, which mostly consists of snoozing the alarm 4 times.
We're one sentence into the episode, and you're already confessing your bad habits.
That is called honesty, Anna. Some people call it a routine. I call it a negotiation with my alarm clock.
A fair point. Today, we're learning how to talk about daily routines in English.
And not only with words like busy, tired, or normal.
We want real descriptions, words that actually help us picture someone's day.
Because busy is where vocabulary goes to die.
It really is. If I hear one more person describe their week as very busy, I'm going to gently confiscate the word busy from the English language.
Banned.
Temporarily. It can come back when it learns to say something more specific.
Fair enough. Just so you know, this is a B1, B2 episode, so the conversation will be clear, natural, and useful for everyday English.
And if you're an A2, stay with us, follow the examples, and don't worry if you miss a few words the first time. Later, we'll take 6 powerful routine words into Word Tour.
That's where we slow them down, practice the pronunciation, and show you how to use them naturally.
And Say It Better is coming too.
We'll take basic routine descriptions and turn them into clearer, more specific English.
All right, let's begin with 2 words almost everyone already knows.
Morning person and night owl. Everyone knows these two now, thanks to social media personality quizzes.
Everyone thinks they know them.
You don't sound convinced.
I feel like morning person has become another way of saying I post sunrise photos on Instagram.
And that isn't quite accurate.
Not really. Being a morning person is mainly about when your energy naturally peaks. Early hours feel productive and clear for you.
So it isn't automatically the same as waking up happy.
No, not at all. Plenty of morning people are still a little grumpy before coffee.
I actually disagree a little.
Go on.
I think it's fine for learners to start with something simple like she's a morning person. She wakes up early. You can add more detail later.
See, I think that's exactly how the stereotype gets built. People assume morning person always means cheerful and energetic.
Okay, debate noted.
Thank you. But practically, here's a phrase everyone can use. Instead of saying, I wake up early, try,
I'm an early riser.
or my brain doesn't really switch on until after 10 a.m.
That gives a much clearer picture.
And for a night owl, we can say, she does her best thinking after midnight.
Or, he comes alive once the sun goes down. Comes alive means someone becomes energetic, focused, or talkative at that time.
People may hear that and think you turn into a vampire.
Hopefully not.
But morning person and night owl are only the beginning.
Right? Because once learners move beyond those 2 words, they often return to the same basic adjectives.
Busy, tired, boring.
Useful words, but not always very specific. Then let's upgrade them.
I'll give you a basic word. You give me a stronger, more specific one.
I'm ready. Hit me.
Busy.
That depends on the type of busy.
Such as,
A busy but organized day could be packed or full on. A busy, chaotic day could be hectic or frantic.
frantic has a little panic to it, doesn't it?
It does. Frantic means so busy and rushed that you barely have time to think clearly.
So a frantic morning is one where everything happens at once.
Yes, although the word can sometimes suggest things are slightly out of control, so pay attention.
Good for describing a Monday morning. Maybe not a lazy Sunday.
Unless your Sunday is somehow frantic too.
Is yours?
Mine once involved 3 alarms, a missing shoe, and a bus I still didn't catch.
Yes, that is frantic. That is a legend in the making.
Okay, next word, boring.
Repetitive if it's the same actions every day. Monotonous if it feels draining because of that repetition.
So monotonous describes a routine that feels dull because nothing ever changes.
Exactly. A monotonous schedule can wear a person down slowly, even if nothing bad is actually happening.
And here's a trap for learners. Repetitive isn't always negative.
For example,
She follows a repetitive morning routine, and she finds it calming.
so repetitive can actually be a good thing.
Yes, it means consistent, and consistency can feel safe and grounding.
Repetitive, doing 2 jobs and causing confusion around the world.
Next, tired.
Exhausted, drained, burned out.
Burned out is a strong one. Very strong. It means someone is mentally and physically exhausted, usually from stress over a long period.
Like someone who answers work emails at 11 p.m. every night.
I feel personally attacked. I do that.
I know. That is why I said it.
I only check my emails late because I forget during the day.
Which may explain why you're burned out.
That was honest.
But not very comforting. And that is where routine vocabulary becomes interesting.
Because 2 words can describe similar habits.
But one sounds like praise while the other sounds like a warning.
Give me an example.
Disciplined versus rigid.
Disciplined is positive. You follow a plan because it helps you reach your goals.
Rigid is discipline's stiff cousin who refuses to change the plan even when the plan clearly isn't working.
That is a good way to put it.
Discipline feels steady. Rigidity feels inflexible.
Another interesting pair is structured and controlling.
Structured means organized and predictable, but still open to change when needed.
A structured person has clear habits.
Without needing every single minute to be planned.
Controlling means insisting that every part of a day or someone else's day must go exactly one way.
So structured is usually positive. Yes, controlling is usually negative.
But people don't always use these words fairly.
Right? Someone with a tight schedule might be called organized, while someone else with the same habits might be called controlling, just because of how they communicate it.
So we should think carefully about which word we choose.
Exactly.
Fair point. What other words can have different meanings?
Flexible versus disorganized. Flexible means I can adjust my day without losing track of what matters.
And disorganized means I genuinely don't know what I'm doing until it's already happening.
Flexible is somebody's dream teammate.
Disorganized is me, 3 minutes before every meeting.
Careful, we are sharing personal secrets today.
This is a safe space.
Another interesting pair is consistent and stuck in a rut.
A consistent person repeats habits because those habits work well for them. Someone stuck in a rut repeats habits because they haven't stopped to notice those habits stopped working.
Sometimes the same schedule can be described with either phrase.
Their friend calls it consistency.
Their friend calls it a rut.
Same routine, different meaning.
That is why one word rarely tells the whole story.
Context matters.
And sometimes a complete sentence is fairer.
She's structured, but she always leaves room for spontaneity. He's consistent, but he's willing to change his routine when life gets in the way.
Those descriptions feel more balanced.
Because one adjective rarely tells us everything about someone's day.
Sometimes a complete phrase paints a better picture.
Which brings us to routine idioms.
Give me one of your favorites.
She hits the ground running.
Very visual.
It means she starts the day or a task with full energy right away, no slow warm-up needed.
I like that one. Mine is he's a creature of habit.
Meaning,
Someone who strongly prefers the same routine and doesn't enjoy surprises.
creature of habit can also describe someone who orders the exact same coffee every single morning for 10 years.
Right? A creature of habit finds comfort in familiar patterns, even small ones.
Another useful phrase is burning the candle at both ends.
We use that for someone who works or stays busy so much, especially late at night and early in the morning, that they aren't getting enough rest.
He's been burning the candle at both ends preparing for this exam.
Or preparing for this podcast episode.
Especially this podcast episode.
What about running on autopilot?
Doing something so automatically that you barely think about it. Brushing your teeth, making coffee, locking the door.
Exactly.
And then we have going through the motions.
Doing your usual tasks without any real energy or interest behind them.
The person who shows up, does the job, and mentally checked out an hour ago.
And somehow the coffee still gets made.
It always does. Muscle memory is powerful, and I don't fully understand it.
The universe protects our morning coffee routine, and I respect it.
These expressions are useful because they paint a clear picture.
But one routine cannot explain a person forever.
True. People's schedules shift depending on the season, the job, the stage of life.
And they can change over time, too.
So can a routine really change?
I think it has to sometimes. Life changes, so the routine eventually has to catch up. I agree partly, but I think we should separate routine from personality.
What is the difference?
Someone's personality might stay fairly stable, but the actual schedule they follow can shift completely.
Can you give me an example?
Someone may naturally love structure, but still end up with a chaotic week because of circumstances outside their control.
So their whole personality may not have changed.
Right? They may simply be adapting to a harder season.
That makes sense.
That is why we might say her routine fell apart this month instead of she became a disorganized person.
Falling apart just describes a temporary situation, not a permanent trait.
Exactly. It shows a rough patch without saying the person has completely changed.
I used to have zero routine in university.
Really?
Yes, I ate lunch at 4 p.m., slept at random hours, and somehow survived on instant noodles.
And now you host a podcast with an actual recording schedule.
Exactly. Did I become a different person, or did I simply build better habits?
Probably a little of both.
That feels fair.
Routine words should help describe our days, not judge them.
Someone can be structured at work and completely chaotic on weekends.
Organized with money and completely disorganized with laundry. Why did you look at me?
No reason.